I'm a second generation fisherman. I fish from one end of the coast to the other.
I started fishing with my dad when I was about 14. My brother and I are now the third generation. One, I just enjoy being out here, especially in the Fraser River. There's a thrill to the fishery. It's the lure of the big set.
You have to be able to put up with a lot of adversity. We get it coming at us from the weather. We get it coming at us from the system sometimes. We get it coming at us from the market. But it's certainly one of the things that characterizes fishermen is that they're tough and they hang in there.
It's a very tight community. I love being out here with my dad and my brother. I think it's a phenomenal experience to be able to come out here and do this.
I believe sincerely that the wild capture fishery is one of the most amazing food production systems in the world. What we're harvesting does not require fertilizers or pesticides or antibiotics. It's all natural. It's exactly what nature intended it for us to consume. And so I think not only are we obligated to care for it because of the ecosystem, but I think it's really critical in terms of food security. There is nobody in my mind that is more passionate or more committed to the viability and the health of the salmon stock, because our livelihoods depend upon it. And it's not just our livelihoods, it's the livelihoods of my children and ultimately their children too. We're not the highest volume fishery, but we're an artisanal premium quality fishery. When you eat BC salmon, you'll know the difference.
It's something that is sought after around the world, and yet we're the ones fortunate enough to have it right here.
Never has that been more important than in the post-pandemic era, when people are really focused on not only access to food, but access to healthy, nutritious food. And there's really nothing more healthy and nutritious than wild BC salmon. When you go to a restaurant, make sure that it's BC wild salmon on the menu. I mean, you just look around, and when you take a look at this environment and you look at these beautiful salmon, you just cannot imagine that there is a more ideal food production system. And the fact that I get to work in that for a living, I would do this for free.